I wanted to make a little video about some of the stuff I've seen watching other people's videos on small creators and the like. Right now, I'm at 79 subs, so I'm a small creator, and if you're watching this, you probably are too, or at least you have some interest in this topic. And I've seen people talk about how they got to 1,000 subs in like 6 months, some even like a month or two of just creating stuff, and I guess great for them, it worked out for them, but here I am, and here you probably are too. I think it's interesting just how hard it is really to get views, get subscribers, and stuff like that. Some of the tips, I guess, from one of the videos I watched kind of summarizing some stuff that Mr. Beast said was that your first 10, 20, 30 videos, you're not going to get views. It doesn't really matter. What's most important is that you just kind of do it. If you have an idea out there, just put it out there, see what happens, because it's going to take a long time. Also, the old cliche saying of, like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I think YouTube very much is a marathon. At least for me it has been. I've seen other people's channels, like, grow like crazy, like Caleb Hammer, for instance. That's an awesome one. I enjoy his content. He makes great content. But it's not really something I can do, or I think a lot of people can do. There are some huge startup costs, for instance, in doing a YouTube channel that is anything more than just your phone or just kind of what you have laying around. Especially getting like the good camera quality and stuff like that, and better lighting. And you can make small incremental upgrades. And I think everybody talks about, like, if you watch these kind of, like, how to do a YouTube video better, they talk about, oh, just use natural lighting or use a lamp, which, like, yeah, it does help. It is a good start, but then you go on to, like, okay, what kind of camera are you going to use? Oh, use your phone camera, which, like, it's fine, it's okay. And that's a way to do it, but if you're doing anything other than making shorts, then you kind of have to get involved in the whole, like, tripod and a stand for it, and it just feels like it gets so much more involved, and then eventually you get a camera and stuff like that. And then I've got a lot of hate for having this camera because the video quality is not good enough, and then we added the lighting, and that helped a little bit, but it's still grainy, it's still not the best, but it's what I got, and that is kind of how I feel a lot of smaller YouTubers are doing, and I don't know, we can't all just go spend hundreds of dollars on lighting, hundreds of dollars on the microphone to make the audio better, which I don't have any audio. I don't have a microphone. It's just recording from here. So the main concept that I'm trying to say is that you just have to keep going and keep making stuff, and maybe one day you will find your audience, because I'm at like 250 videos or something like that with 79 subs. It's not going as easily as it has for some of the other people, or maybe those are just the people that you see and you don't see the others, the survivorship bias of it all. Also, I guess, as people have probably noticed, there are no edits in these videos. I'm not going to edit them right now. That is again, more time, more effort, and I'm working a full-time job. I just kind of want to do this as a side project. And maybe if I do get views and subs and stuff, and then maybe it can turn into more than that, and then more time and quality can be put into it. And hopefully I will have learned more things along the way, or at least gotten better at the content part of it, if nothing else. But that's kind of what you have to do. You have to just keep going, and it might take 1, 2, 300 plus videos to get anywhere, to make that monetization, to make that partnership. But I think there also needs to be a little bit of a small creator community that we're just gonna have to form amongst ourselves, of ways of networking, finding out when you do upgrade, like, what should you be buying. And I'm sure there's tons and tons of videos and unboxing videos and review videos behind this, of what microphone, what lighting setup, what camera you should be getting. All kinds of things like that are already out there, and they keep getting refreshed because that idea it gets updated every couple of months, because that is no longer the best deal, the best camera to use. This quality camera, even like 6, 7, 8 years ago, would have been pretty good, but now, just after 2014, it just feels like you have to have a much better lighting. You have to get closer to TV production, because some of these videos and stuff, they have more than network television money behind it. So you need the good equipment. You need this to be thousands of dollars spent now at this point to really stand out and be on that high level, top tierness. But that's not exactly what I'm going for. I don't really care to hit that, like, 10, 5, 1 million even subscribers. That's not really my cool if it happens, but realistically that won't. Realistically, I'm shooting for more of just the 1,000 subs monetized. Maybe a long-term goal of like 2,000 subscribers would even be crazy, but right now I'm focusing on just 100 subs would even be really cool. This video is just kind of a call to arms to try and create a small community around it, and it's kind of rambling, I know that, I'm sorry, but I don't know what else to say. I'm just trying to, if there are any people that could comment on this, and maybe there is a small community of people who can give tips, who can give things like, you know, collaboration, stuff like that, mentioning another channel, even working together in some capacity to make your video better, to make my videos better, to reach a larger audience, because most of this is just at the mercy of what the YouTube algorithm does and pushing it to people. And if they watch it in that small sample size and they like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, then maybe you can get pushed out to more people. But until then, you're just kind of at the mercy of YouTube, really, and trying to up your game as best possible, as best you can do until then, until you actually start getting some kind of following that can then help build you to a little bit bigger of a following. And it seems like this growth is kind of exponential, that you just kind of keep going up once you reach that point, but it's such a slow, steady line of little bumps here and there before maybe you hit that video that does go viral in a sense and gets 25, 30,000 views, and maybe it gets you another 200-300 subscribers, and suddenly you have a little bit of an audience that can help bump your content up and help you to do better. But until you reach that point, you're just throwing stuff out there and seeing what happens, and hopefully getting better along the way as you do so. Anyway, that's my hope, and I hope that I can get a little bit better and can get another few subscribers and just kind of maybe one day get monetized. That is kind of the dream right now. But until then, I'll just keep at it and keep at my little stock content, because it helps me stay focused on building the whole stock portfolio. It helps keep me committed to make a YouTube video every week on that, and not be like, I just won't do it this week, whatever. I'll just go spend that money somewhere else, do something else, and just, I don't know, eat a cheeseburger or something. Alright.